Welcome back to our Club Caddie tutorial series, where we're going to take a detailed look at the punch card type center. It's a fantastic way to offer value to your customers and encourage repeat business. We will review two types of punch card setups, one utilizing the punch card type tab and the other using the usage strategy tab, and explain the difference of each. But first, let's go with what is a punch card. A punch card is a prepaid package that allows your customers to redeem specific services or rates at your facility. There are two main types of punch cards: punch card type rate and usage strategy. Punch card type rate can only be created for a specific pre-existing rack rate, like a 1-hour lesson, and you can only apply a single rate to this type of punch card. However, usage strategy, on the other hand, is more flexible and can be applied to various rates, like a 1-hour lesson or a 2-hour lesson, making it more versatile to apply various rack rates to a given punch card. Another example of a punch card with a usage strategy would be a card that you could apply multiple rates, such as a weekday 18-hole round, a weekday 9-hole round, or a weekday twilight round. Maybe you're offering a weekday special. The punch card will then automatically default to the applicable rates when used on the T-sheet. In contrast, a punch card type rate is more specific and is better suited for simpler rate structures or specific discounts. For example, if a golf course offers a punch card for 10 1-hour lessons at a discounted price, the punch card type rate would be the best option if you're only offering that one type of rate. Let's create one of each of these options. First, click on Add Punch Card Type. Give your punch card a title and reference description. Here we put 5-pack 1-hour lesson. The description is not required, but always suggested. Here we'll put 5-pack 1-hour lesson, $15 off. You don't need to worry about the amount yet. It will be auto-populated based on the information we provide later. Once you've filled this out, go ahead and click Save. Now we're going to click punch card type rate, and you are now tying the punch card to an already created rack rate. So first you'll click on Add under the punch card type rate, and under the rack rate, we will select the already created rack rate of 1-hour lesson. And next, you will enter the discounted rate you would like to apply. For example, a 1-hour lesson is usually $100, but we're now offering it for $75 because they are buying it in bulk. We'll set the quantity to 5 to create that package and hit Save. You will see that the activity resource type has populated based on the rate selected. If you navigate back to the punch card, you will see that the amount has also populated. Now let's go see where this punch card we just created lives. We're going to go ahead and click on the register, select the tools, and this is where those punch cards will be housed under punch card types. Now, if we click on the punch card we just created, a window will pop up. Here you can add customers or members. We will add this to My Profile. Anytime you sell a punch card, you will want to associate this to a customer or member profile, or take the time to create the new profile. You will see their information populated here. We will then see the purchase amount here, and you have the option to have an expiration date for this as well. We can then change the punch card number from the auto to a specific number sequence you have in place, and type in your facility's tracking information. We'll enter PC123. Then we will click the Add button, and we will pay for this and add it to the account. Select Pay, and we'll pay with cash. We can now look at the customer or member profile that just purchased this by clicking the customer here, search for the name, and once the window opens, select the Cards tab, and then click Punch Cards. And we can see the punch card is now listed under My Profile, and now I can use it as I please. One note: do not delete any rack rates that are tied to punch cards. By doing so, the user will no longer be able to use that punch card, and I promise no one will be happy. So please do not delete rack rates that are tied to punch cards. Now let's go back to our punch card settings and create a punch card that would cover multiple rates. For example, you want to offer a special that gives a discounted weekday rate and as a bonus, 1 free weekend round with the purchase of these 10 weekday golf rounds. Here we have more than one rate that we can apply to a punch card, and we will need to use the usage strategy tab. The usage strategy tab is used for multiple rates that can possibly be applied under a single punch card. We will complete the same steps as before with our punch card title and description. Click Save, and now we will continue to the usage strategy option. You will see that I've entered the quantity as 1 and the rate of 0 for that 1 comp weekend round. Next, click the 3 dots and select Manage Rates. Here is where you can apply the various rates that may apply to that weekend round. So if you offer multitudes of weekend options, you can put them all in here. For this example, we're just going to tie the 1 weekend rate to this. We're going to click on Add. And when entering the rack rate, you now have the option to search by either typing the name of the rate, or you can right-click the scroll option and select Bottom to bring you to the bottom of the options. I bet you didn't know that. This is actually an option on all scroll bars in the software. Now that we've applied this rate, you will exit this screen. Next, we're going to want to create the 10 weekday rounds and apply all the weekday rates that may be applicable for this punch card. Again, click Add, enter the quantity of 10 and the rate of, let's say, 25 because you're discounting it. Now, let's apply the rates that fall under the weekday offer. So click the 3 dots, Manage Rates again, and you're going to add the various weekday rates. For time, you will see that the rates are added here. This is so if anyone uses this during any of these times, it would be applied. If you didn't count these and they came at a twilight hour, it would not allow them to use this punch card. So we want to make sure we're covering all the possible usages for this particular punch card. Now we can see how this can be applied, and we're going to head to our tee sheet. I've gone ahead and applied this to my account. Now, if I play on a weekday, a staff can apply this by selecting the tee time. We're going to enter my name. And when selected, if you click on the walk/ride field, you will see that a punch card icon is available next to my name for that weekday rate option. Remember, the goal is to have full control over what your punch cards can be used for. This feature lets you narrow down the scope, allowing for greater precision in what you're offering your customers or members. You can get really creative with some of these offerings as well by applying these various rates. Thank you for joining us on this tutorial session. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to our customer support, customer success, or post-implementation specialist. Stay tuned for more Club Caddie features and tips in our upcoming sessions.